Welcome everybody to another Voice of Nick show. We're playing more Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, and we're gonna see if we can beat this giant robot. Usually you have to wait a pretty long time to fight a giant robot in a Metal Gear game. Not this time. Alright, we already made all our upgrades. So we're gonna, I guess, deck him out for combat. Oh, first we could do this thing. Blow up the designated target in the enemy base along Rio del Jade. The target can only be destroyed with C4 charges.
Let's get this mission started. Complete the mission and proceed to the Fulton recovery point so we can get you back alive and well. Good luck out there.
Cooperative operations, or co-ops for short, is the term for taking on missions in teams of 2 or more. The basic co-ops unit is a 2-man cell.
Even a single teammate is great to have in enemy territory.
And there are actually quite a few things you can't do by yourself. You can help each other climb walls, divide up mission roles. On the other hand, if one of you is spotted, the other one's screwed too. And it's kind of tough for 2 people to hide in one small space.
Good point. But what's more important than anything is how close you are to your comrades.
Well said. Working as a 2-man cell can make the mission easier or harder, depending on how well you work together. It's also good to note that if you've got a clear, specific objective, it can be to your advantage to use an even bigger team. That said, teams of 3 or more run a much greater risk of being spotted.
Yeah. In a sneaking mission, the fewer people you have, the easier it is to get around.
In co-ops, you can trade weapons and equipment with your teammates. You can also display your teammates' inventories from your weapon or equipment menu. Ammo is shared too, of course.
Ammo, sure. How about life? That also shared?
Yep. You all sink or swim together. Your teammate dies, you die. You need to be within a certain distance of each other to swap items.
Yeah, I know. I've been in this business so long I can virtually see that distance. Looks kind of like a ring in my head.
That's why you're the boss. Okay, we'll call it the co-op ring. And entering the ring will be called going co-op in.
That was good.
Another thing. During a mission, you can assume what we'll call the snake formation. Same as your code name, but probably not standard operating procedure for a guy who specializes in going solo.
Damn right. There's only room for one snake.
In co-ops, though, it's a highly effective formation. The signal for snake formation is to tap your teammate on the shoulder.
Can't form up until you're close enough to reach out and touch someone.
Entering snake formation is called going snake in. When you're snake in, the soldier at the front of the line controls movement. The soldiers in back focus on scouting and attack.
Wow, that's interesting. They have a lot of cool mechanics for this co-op stuff, which I've never bothered to, well, I'm not interested in doing really. But it would be cool to see some of it in action at some point.
Just because your heart stops doesn't mean you're dead immediately.
Right. The heart just circulates blood through the body, but stopping it does cut oxygen supply to the brain. You'll be dead soon after.
Which is why we have CPR. Let's say your heart does stop. If someone performs CPR before your brain cells die, you can recover. In co-ops, when the life gauge drops to 0, it means you're in a near-death state. You won't be able to move or anything else. Performing CPR on near-death teammates can bring them back into action. Of course, performing CPR in the middle of battle isn't exactly safe. You're leaving yourself exposed. Even so, in co-ops, you and your teammates are all in the same boat. Don't think you can get away with leaving one of them behind.
I wouldn't think of it. And I'd expect them to do the same for me.
If you let all your teammates die during a mission, there'll be nobody left to save you.
And then, it's game over.
Alright, we'll use our guy Heron here. What's the area? It looks like the town. Maybe like concrete? So let's go for a naked then. Man, these are pretty rough. Alright, let's not go for a naked.
Survival.
So we have to have the C4. I feel like next time I want to try the Walkman. See what it actually does. If it's more like the MGS4 or it said it changes background music.
Destroy all enemy supplies with your C4.
Alright, we got 1, 2. Their heads aren't exactly exposed either. There we go. Uh-oh.
Start talking. Start talking. Start talking.
Did he get knocked out? Oh, okay. So for this, we could just take everybody, because there's not going to be enough guys to use up all the Fultons. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3
Fulton
bad
recovery
guys.
helicopter is complete.
It's going to be a complex operation here. Maybe if we could do something like this. There it is. They noticed those magazines from a mile away.
Start talking. Start talking. Start talking. Freeze!
Also interesting is that they
Fulton recovery
magazines
subject confirmed
in
onboard helicopter.
MGS4 would get used up. Basically in all the MGS games, the magazines would get used up as soon as somebody looked at them. But in this one, they do not. Hold on, I'm going to switch. Weapon is going to be 2 slot swap now. So we can go between this and the magazine. There we go. Oh, Christ! Damn it! How did that happen? I guess I have to wait until he's fully looking at it. Oh, so he didn't even have time to tell the other guy. Alright, well that is a bit of a bummer. We still have enough time.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
I would like to have time to kind of like walk around the level though.
Freeze!
Let's plant the C4 now so we can blow it up whenever we feel like. Uh-oh.
Head for the recovery zone. Mission complete. The folks back at Mother Base will be thrilled.
So what was the difference between that magazine layout and the other one? It still said rank 1. Oh, we got Solidus magazine. That's what we got. So there's liquid, solid, and Solidus magazines. Alright, let's get the mess hall, medical. We have 47,000 now. Yeah, let's just make both of these. I'm just curious to place all three and see what the difference is. And you know what? Let's make the level 2 Walkman. What's really interesting is that you can still use the level 1 version even if you've developed level 2. And I'm curious if there'll be like a puzzle or something that requires you to switch specifically to an inferior version of an item. Like, I wonder if there's ever an advantage to an inferior version. That'd be kind of a cool idea. Alright, so stop the enemy's PUPA weapon in its tracks.
Careful, Snake. I've never seen anything like that, and I've got no idea how to bring it down. Maybe the scientist knows. However you do it, take that thing out.
If only we could get in contact with the scientist.
Pass. What was the government thinking building a power plant at the top of a mountain? With no river to replenish the water, the lake would dry up pretty quick.
If it were an ordinary power plant. But the plan called for a pumped storage power plant.
Pumped storage power plant? Kaz mentioned that too. What is that?
It is a facility that generates electricity by pumping water up to the lake, then letting it run back down.
Huh. Seems Sisyphean to me.
If they turned the water into electricity as soon as they had pumped it up, sure. But a pumped storage plant acts as a kind of battery.
A battery?
For instance, they could pump at night when there is surplus electricity and store it for later use. If they need extra power during the day, they can generate it using water pumped up during the night.
I get it. It's a little more difficult to adjust output with thermal or nuclear plants.
The thing is, Costa Rica won't have enough electricity to meet its needs. Right now, there is no surplus.
Maybe that's what put the brakes on the project. Must have played right into the CIA's hands.
Watch out. It's El Galapago. It reduces its body weight by blasting air underneath it. That makes it a lot faster than any tank. It also has a tight turning radius.
Any weak points?
Taking out its boosters could reduce its acceleration. You could also try destroying its machine guns.
I'll give it a shot.
We've lost many compas to that thing. Send it to the scrapyard.
What? Chico doesn't have anything to say about that? It seems like his #1 area of interest.
Building trust with your teammates is essential to success in co-ops.
That goes without saying. I'm not gonna let somebody I can't trust cover my ass.
The measure of that trust is called camaraderie. Think of it as an indicator of how strong your bond is with your co-op's teammates. The friendlier you act toward them, the greater your camaraderie.
Give me an example.
Your camaraderie will be higher if you're co-op in than standing apart. Saving a teammate's life with CPR also strengthens your bonds with them. Things like hitting a teammate with friendly fire will cause your camaraderie to go down.
Makes sense.
Camaraderie carries over from mission to mission. The next time you go co-ops in with the same guy, you'll start off strong. But be careful. If you keep taking new people with you on missions, your camaraderie with past teammates eventually reverts back to its original level.
Got it. I'll have to make sure to renew old friendships once in a while.
The performance benefits gained from snake sync in co-ops depend on your camaraderie. It's always best to keep things cool with your teammates.
Snake sync.
Stand still when you're snake in, and you and your teammates will start to get in sync.
In sync?
That's right. Stay still together and you'll enter snake sync mode. The synergy will give you a boost in performance. You'll move faster, recover faster, and have better camouflage.
In other words, we're at our best when we're in the same groove.
You got it. If you've got a big task ahead, can't hurt to take some time to get in sync. Like I said before, the benefits you get from snake sync depend on your camaraderie.
I hear ya. It's a lot easier knowing you've got someone you know and trust covering your back. Lets you focus that much more on what you have to do.
If camaraderie represents how much your teammates trust you, then heroism shows how high your reputation is.
Heroism?
That's right, heroism. Your reputation affects your ability to recruit new members to MSF. With higher heroism, it won't take as long to convince guys to join our cause and send them back by Fulton recovery.
So, how do I get this heroism thing to go up?
Lots of ways. Complete tough missions, avoid unnecessary bloodshed, and don't get caught by the enemy like a deer in headlights, or you'll never be heroic. Also, getting out there and attacking the enemy in co-ops will boost your reputation among your teammates. Of course, it'll get the enemy gunning right for you, too. But don't sweat it. Be yourself. Be the boss. From where I'm standing, you're plenty heroic already.
Knock it off.
Alright, so we definitely don't want this camo. I don't think that the camo is really going to make a difference here. Let's try this rock one, because it's got an S rank. We definitely don't want any non-lethals either. So let's go for like the M60. And... I guess the RPG maybe? Grenade would be good. Supply marker. C4 we're never going to be able to plant. Let's just drop the magazine for now. So we'll switch the chips for the spicy curry. The box is not going to have that much use. And we'll put in the tortilla chips for there. This looks pretty good. Alright, let's do it. Boss fight. Here we go, baby.
That's an AI weapon. The PUPA. It's fast, so be careful.
Engaging shock units.
Aim for the cylindrical AI pod.
Firing boosters.
Damn. This thing is maneuverable.
Engaging shock units.
You know what? C4 probably would be good then.
Firing boosters.
Get down! Oh, baby! Uh-oh. That didn't really work out so well.
Engaging shock units.
We're actually doing pretty well. Uh-oh. Holy crap. He did a melee attack on us.
Take those lightning rods out. They direct its electroshock attack.
Firing boosters. Shock output maximum. Engaging shock units.
Oh crap, so because I destroyed the ones near me, that was good. Ah, I can't play like Dark Souls. We can't jump towards the attack. Oh man.
High voltage incoming.
Oh, we're out of ammo.
Firing boosters.
Yeah. How would I get rid of this now?
There will be some warning signs when it's coming out.
Oh, let's try our supply marker. Also, we did bring the C4.
Indicate your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly. Blow the hatch and climb into the AI pod.
Whoa.
Others outside. Others outside.
You should be able to get in the AI pod.
Others outside.
Whoa.
Pull out all the AI's memory boards before the pod's ejected. The black memory boards are locked. Go after the boards with icons over them.
Wow, cool.
You can unlock memory boards by destroying the mechanical components that they control. Any boards you remove can be used to build our own AI weapon. Memory boards have different functions according to the icons displayed over them. Go ahead and take whichever ones you want. No good! That one's broken!
That was an unmanned weapon. A prototype. I made it myself.
Who are you?
I work here. Well, used to, anyway. Name's Huey. And who might you be? You don't look like one of those mercenaries.
Me. I'm an entomologist.
A fighting entomologist?
Yeah, I specialize in butterflies. I'm here to catch Ulysses.
Ulysses? Huh. I didn't think they lived in Costa Rica. Morphos, maybe?
That's it. Need to get some before the Washington Treaty goes into effect.
Says here Morphos aren't covered under the treaty.
Must have slipped my mind.
You sure you're feeling all right?
Anyway, long story short, the butterfly got away. So how about it, Doc? Did you make that big butterfly too?
Yes. And no.
What was that thing? What are they doing here?
Huh. Something tells me you're no ordinary entomologist. The nukes were loaded on that machine. The project's entering its final phase.
Project?
That's right. The thermonuclear warheads they brought in, the bases scattered throughout Costa Rica, the mercenaries, the AI weapons, the research we were conducting here. It's all for this. We used this facility to develop unmanned weapons.
Unmanned?
Robots. The one you just fought was a pupa. There's also a flying type called Chrysalis, and a treaded type, the Cocoon. Motor control, target detection, tracking, attack, capture, and transport functions are all controlled by an electronic brain. There's no need for a human pilot. They can only follow simple commands, though.
Why build them here?
For the CIA. They invited me here a year ago.
That's who that guy was.
CIA's station chief for Central America. Goes by the name of Hot Coldman. Apparently he was some sort of hero back at the height of the Cold War. He's the one running the show. We called it the Peace Walker Project.
Peace Walker.
They're going to deploy a new type of nuclear weapon along the Caribbean coast of Latin America. A mobile, unmanned nuclear platform.
Unmanned nuclear platform.
A fail-deadly system that can automatically move into position and launch a retaliatory nuclear strike. It can move on its own, and stealth shields it from radar and satellite detection, drastically reducing the risk of it being destroyed in a preemptive strike.
And this is the new deterrent?
Supposed to be. The problem is the locomotion system. There's no dry season in the Caribbean. It rains all year round. The terrain is full of tropical rainforest. A lot of the time you can't even build a proper road. So I went back to where it all started.
What's that?
Legs. Walking power. A mobile launcher carrying a thermonuclear warhead even more powerful than the Soviet RDS-220s. That's Peace Walker.
Chico's Basilisco.
We did the assembly and field testing here.
A walking nuke.
I sort of borrowed the original idea from behind the Iron Curtain.
The missing link between infantry and artillery. Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. But they'd actually need to deploy dozens of them. Coldman needs funding for that. And to get it, he's planning a test, which will also serve as a demonstration for the folks back at Langley.
Wait, he's launching a nuke to prove that his perfect deterrent works?
In his words, to prove that if someone attacks us, we will strike back. Put simply, nuclear deterrence is the idea of using nukes to keep nukes in check. If one side launches nuclear weapons, the other is sure to launch theirs in retaliation, which makes launching an act of suicide. In the end, neither side can use its nukes. It's thanks to this doctrine that the world's two superpowers have avoided all-out confrontation. Nuclear deterrence has brought us peace. At the very least, it's prevented another world war from breaking out. But the theory of nuclear deterrence exists only on paper. In reality, there's no guarantee that either side would follow through with retaliation. There's the chance that a preemptive strike could destroy all the missile bases, render them unable to retaliate. But the biggest flaw in the theory is that the decision to retaliate has to be made by human beings. Let me give you a real-world example. Let's say Country X launches first against Country Y. If the people in charge of Country Y are like you and me, they're not going to be able to retaliate, knowing that they're effectively ending all human life.
So then the weak link in nuclear deterrence theory is the uncertainty of retaliation.
Bingo. And that creates a loophole Country X can exploit to launch the first strike. Which is why we designed the system to be unmanned. With Peace Walker, retaliation is certain. It chooses the appropriate target and launches a retaliatory nuclear strike, every time, without needing human input to make the call. Launching a nuclear strike against Peace Walker is tantamount to pushing the launch button against yourself. It closes the loophole in nuclear deterrence theory, rendering our friends in Country X completely unable to launch. What Coleman is saying is that to achieve this goal, we need to demonstrate that retaliation will be carried out by a machine. He will launch his nuke. And then his version of deterrence will be complete.
And you believe him?
I believe in peace through nuclear deterrence.
Why?
My father worked on the Manhattan Project. He put his whole life into that research. And all it created was this illusion of peace called deterrence. And then I was born, unable to walk. I had no choice but to face up to the nukes. But if they do end up launching, it'll all have been for nothing. They've got to be stopped.
Where'd they take the warheads?
To a base near the border. The final test is 5 days from now.
Where's the base?
You're gonna stop them? It's kind of a hike. And besides, there's a surefire way to halt the project. You see, Peace Walker isn't quite finished yet.
What do you mean?
It's missing one last critical structural component. The AI. Its brain. The reptile pod, the electronic brain I was working on, can only follow commands like, go there, attack that. I guess you could compare it to the human cerebellum. But for nuclear deterrence to work, it must function in place of a human decision maker. It needs something to analyze the huge volumes of data coming in and select an appropriate target for retaliation. Hence, it needs the high-level decision-making ability of a cerebrum.
A mechanical cerebrum.
The hardware configuration is modeled on the human brain, similar to the pod I worked on, but its role is completely different.
Where's it being made?
A research lab to the north. An AI expert named Dr. Strangelove is developing it. Very hush-hush.
Dr. Strangelove.
Strangelove was recruited from the States, too. In the field of AI, there's no one better, that's for sure. But man, what a basket case. She hates everybody. Go to the lab and destroy Peace Walker's cerebrum. I'm pretty sure they haven't finished the final calibrations yet. I'll lend you my ID card. It'll get you through security at the lab. Oh, and one more thing.
What's this? A letter of recommendation?
Yeah, it's from me to Dr. Strangelove. Don't read it, okay?
So what will you do now?
I'm done with science. At this rate, I'm probably already halfway to hell anyway.
Not so fast. Why not join us? Our place is outer heaven. You'd fit right in.
Outer heaven?
Yeah.
I'm probably better suited to something like that than this paradise.
Good. You get a free balloon trip for signing up. Enjoy it. You'll feel like a butterfly.
You're an agent, right? Who do you work for?
Me. I was a Cold War tool, same as you. Now I'm not so useful anymore, so they cut me loose. I don't answer to anyone. Call me Snake.
Snake. That name seems familiar somehow.
That's probably just deja vu.
You see that there? Beyond the cloud forest? See those ruins?
Yeah.
That's where you'll find Dr. Strangelove's lab.
Oh, he leveled up to M60. B rank. I feel like we did pretty good in that boss battle. I'm curious to see how we could get more of those pods, though, or the not the pods, the memory boards, because a lot of them were destroyed, and it was probably because he said it was like based on which area you shoot or something. Oh, you can throw a supply marker now, like a grenade, I guess. A chaff grenade. That's probably good against this thing. Night vision goggles. Wow.
Snake, the doctor's safe here with us.
Huey, how are you feeling?
Never better. This is quite the pad you've got here, boss. I'm impressed.
Call me Snake.
Whatever you say. Like it or not, everyone here calls you boss. By the way, if you're at all interested in improving your tech, by all means assign me to the R&D section. I'm pretty sure I'll be of some use. Once we have the necessary materials and blueprints, we can start work on that bipedal mech.
I appreciate that, but are you sure you're okay with having your work used for war?
I'll be using it to keep past mistakes in check. If I can help thwart the Peace Walker project, I'm happy to do it.
Deterrence theory, Huey style, huh?
Anyway, if you need any intel on the enemy's weapons or electronic brains, contact me. I've been given my own frequency.
Sounds good to me, Doc. I'll do that.
Good. Whatever the means, you must put a stop to their plans.
This game just keeps getting cooler.
Hey, boss, you mind if we powwow for a sec?
What now? MSF brand rations?
Actually, that sounds... No. With all the men we have now, it may be time we started sending some of them to other countries.
You mean dispatching marks?
How else are we gonna keep feeding the crew we have?
I know. You're right.
Okay, to deploy troops, select Outer Ops from the Mother Base menu. If it goes really well, we might even get new recruits, weapon design specs, or leads on new missions. We can deploy any vehicles or large-scale weapons in our arsenal as well.
And if things don't go really well?
Yeah, we could lose men. I won't try and force you. You're the one calling the shots here, boss.
Outer Ops. You can now deploy mercenary units to conflict zones requesting your services. Deploy troops from the Outer Ops menu. Huey joined. Surgeonfish volunteer. Wow. Rumors of MSF heroism must be spreading. Mos Nagant rank 2. We've developed. Liquid mag. Solidus mag. Equipment. ID card H rank 1. Received from Huey. Enables access to Strangelove's lab. M16 rank 2. Nice. M1C. Chaff grenade we want. Support throne we want. Night vision we want. Damn, we want a lot of stuff now. 11 guys went up due to experience in combat unit. Oh, Huey's pretty good. Bipedal weapon developer. My father worked on the Manhattan Project. In a lifetime of research, he produced two things: the illusion of peace through deterrence, and me and my useless legs. One way or the other, I had to face up to the nukes. Effect on Mother Base. When part of the R&D team, a development division for bipedal weapons will be established. Wow. Throwing grenade rank 2, love box rank 2. So we have 57,000. Night vision's gonna be good. The number one thing I wanted was... what was it? Thrown supply marker is good. Chaff grenade, I think, is number one. Electronic scrambling grenade, non-lethal. Temporarily prevents electronic equipment from functioning correctly. R&D can extend length of effect. M16 rank 2 we also definitely want. New model, lightweight assault rifle. Highly accurate and can be equipped with a variety of parts through R&D. Wow, cool. An advanced lightweight assault rifle developed by the US Army in a departure from the traditional large caliber infantry rifle, also known as the black rifle due to the color of its frame, which is largely made of plastic, notable for use in the Vietnam War. The M16A1 uses small caliber low recoil ammunition, and as a result, its firing accuracy is truly impressive. Damn, can't they make that text go any slower? I wish I could just like slow it down or something. Kinda hard to do a dramatic reading when it's going so quick. Alright, we're getting what we want here. This is good. Grenade rank 2 would be good. That's too much money though. Supply marker I would like to get, but we don't need it right now. We barely even use the existing one. Oh look, we can just look at the magazine. The quarterly men's lifestyle magazine aimed at discriminating adults. Features include articles on news, politics, and special interests, such as the ever-popular Bonsai Corner. Naturally, it also features its fair share of adult content. Philanthropy Presents. Wow, June 2010. So this is a magazine from the future. Solidus Magazine. Playing at Bonsan Bonsai. Is bigger really better? Wow, we gotta check out the others. Liquid Magazine. We have no past and no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be ours. OfficialSolidMagazine.com. Wow, let's see if we can... Oh, it doesn't have a... maybe www. No, the site can't be reached. Nobody even bought the domain. Do you like my sunglasses? Keeping cool under cover. PMC Journal. Can love bloom on the battlefield? This is great. And then we have Solid Magazine. Kept you waiting. Speaking in the dark because people refuse to see. UMA sighted. The infamous Bigfoot abducted by UFO. Area 51. An extraterrestrial playground. Breeding to become a galaxy without borders. A weekly pulp magazine filled to the brim with outlandish and absurd sci-fi horror stories. Roughly half the stories are about men fighting Martians and are written by amateurs, not to be taken too seriously. Lurid sexually suggested themes are a given. I love that that's always tacked on. A monthly pulp magazine that features the mature content aimed at literary types. The real-life travelogues submitted by soldiers from around the world are a must-read. Also boasts an ample supply of scantily clad pinups. So this is like, I would say that this one is like Playboy magazine, like it's a little bit better written. Solid Magazine is maybe more of like Time Out magazine or something, where it's like a little more kind of like, you know, lower end than that. And then Solidus Magazine would be, what is this one? I don't even know what this one would be. Not that I would know what any of those magazines are like. Let's stop kidding ourselves. Alright, so now, let's see how this works. Outer Ops. Send a combat unit to a conflict zone in need. Would you like to view the Outer Ops tutorial? In Outer Ops, you can send units to conflict zones to participate in combat. Battles will take place as you progress time by completing main ops or extra ops missions. If your soldiers are victorious, they'll gain experience, and you'll bring in greater amounts of GMP. You can also obtain rewards and new recruits from the areas you help. However, if you're defeated, soldiers may come back injured or not come back at all. Mechs that sustain damage in battle can be repaired by temporarily removing them from the combat lineup. This concludes the tutorial. Oh, so this is why we want mechs. That's cool. Oh, and it has a difficulty rating, alright. Help. Whoa. Move cursor. Seems pretty self-explanatory. Okay. Let's put the mechs in the back then. Send a Lav G on here. Combat unit. Let's like match them guy for guy. Let's put one more guy than they have. I'm not gonna put our best guys because this isn't the toughest of the missions. So let's put 4 guys in there. I wonder if we're gonna make less money because our guys are out on missions. Alright, here we go. Good luck. Destroy the infantry combat unit. Ooh, this is bigger. Alright, put the mech in T-72U. I'm not sure if the formation matters, but let's try and match them. Alright, that seems pretty good. A little bit of overkill. Never hurt anybody. And we won't do this one because we don't have that many good guys left. Okay, so we have a marksmanship challenge, we have armored vehicle battle with another type of thing, and then the main mission. Shoot all the targets at the prison facility at Aldea Los Despiertos.
Commencing training mission. Missions like this are key to building up your basic skills. Be careful out there.
We've cleared this prison out already. No enemies to worry about in there. I'm thinking you could use these twisty streets for urban combat training. This could be the perfect place to practice with throwing weapons. What do you think?
It's a cool idea.
Seems the R&D team's been busy working on co-ops only weapons.
Co-ops only.
Like a gun with extreme firepower, but only when 2 people fire it at once. I hear it's still in the concept stage.
I know some rocket launchers need 2 people to operate, but a co-ops only weapon.
Hey, if they come up with something good, you'll have that much more reason to go co-ops. Why don't you check in and see how they're doing every once in a while? In co-ops, maintaining close communications with your teammates is crucial.
Absolutely. Losing track of each other on the battlefield is a good way for a unit to get itself wiped out.
Enemy positions, orders, distress calls. When communication breaks down, you get picked off one by one. Now about co-ops comms.
Co-ops comms?
It's a radio system for communicating with co-ops teammates. First press the start button to open the menu, then select co-ops comms. After that, press one button to choose a category, then another button to select the actual message. So basically you use different combinations of 2 buttons to send different messages.
Easy enough.
You can set which messages go with which buttons during mission prep.
Sounds like it's gonna be a pain to send messages until I get used to it.
Then why don't you assign co-ops comms to the back button? That should make things a little quicker and easier. Just go to back button under options.
I'll give it a try.
It sounds like Kaz had a cold that day. The Kotodama effect. If it's the 2 kanji I think it is, it would be like Koto is like a action or something, and then it would be Tama, which is ball. It's maybe like a circular. Maybe it's like an action that sort of like self-propels itself, like a repeating action. You know, like a circular action, like koto. If it's koto and dama are the two things I think it is, then it would be like an action that self-perpetuates. Let's see what it is.
Snake, you familiar with the Japanese word kotodama?
Kotodama.
Unfortunately, there's no direct equivalent in English. But to keep it simple, let's call it a sort of battle cry.
Battle cry, huh?
Right. But kotodama is actually a deep Japanese concept. Koto means word, and dama means spirit. It signifies that words have power that affect our reality.
Are you feeling okay?
I guess I made it sound kind of like mumbo jumbo, huh? Seriously, though, haven't you ever felt energized when a teammate cheered you on? Or the other way around? Ever had your legs cut out from under you by a thoughtless remark?
Yeah, I know the feeling. Words can have a powerful mental effect on people.
Same goes for co-op's comms. Offering praise to somebody could make them run faster than usual. Or make somebody who thinks they're done for get up and fight again. See what I'm saying?
I get the picture. So it works in reverse, too.
The powers of words are many and varied. Try using them for yourself.
All right, let's go on Google Translate and take a look at what these two kanji are, because they're not either of the kanji I thought they were. That's what makes it kind of difficult to identify Japanese words without seeing the kanji themselves, because there's like, you know, a dozen different things it could be based on which kanji is used in it. Oh, so it's koto, like as in kotoba, which is the word kotoba is word. So this is like a abbreviation of kotoba plus dama, which I don't know. Re, spirit. On Google Translate, it calls it power of language or soul of language. Interesting. Cool. Oh, wait. Oh, Huey has his own info now. Okay. Dr. Strangelove, it's interesting that this is a character called Dr. Strangelove, but it's also not supposed to be the Dr. Strangelove who is in the Stanley Kubrick film of the same name, because that's a guy. Dr. Strangelove is a man in that movie. I'm curious to meet this character, if they're going to be similar to Dr. Strangelove, or what that's going to be. Oh, so this will be interesting, because all of our guys are pretty low level now, because we sent out all the really good guys.
Survival.
All right, so we'll use them. Mark 22, M16. This is all fine. Good.
Hit the targets as fast and as accurately as you can.
Damn, things are gonna be moving like that.
That's the way. Keep it up. You should crouch when you shoot, whenever you can. Your aim will be more stable. Bravo. Nice work. That's the way. Keep it up. Bravo. Nice work. That's the way. Keep it up. Head for the recovery zone. We'll pick you up there. Good job. Return to base.
That was a rough one. Those targets were moving pretty fast. The best strategy would probably be to wait until they hit a stationary spot and then shoot, because I was trying to just shoot them while they were in motion.
Thanks for putting me on the R&D team, Snake. I'll cut to the chase. we've commenced development on our own bipedal weapon. The only thing is, we don't exactly have easy access to resources here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have the budget of a defense department behind us.
I understand. That's why I want to ask you something. If you fight any more AI weapons, could you try to gather as many of their parts as you can? That would really make things go a lot smoother.
Again, easier said than done.
If anyone could do it, you can, boss. You single-handedly took out the PUPA.
True.
Look, if you're not interested, I can just work with what we have here. I'm not trying to force you to take unnecessary risks. You're the boss around here.
All right. No promises. But I'll think about it.
Great. Also, each AI weapon has a head part that serves as the core of its armament. Recovering a head part will allow you to use the weapon associated with that part. But those guys won't go down without a fight, so don't get too preoccupied with this stuff.
Don't worry. I'm not about to risk my life for a bunch of scrap.
I would hope not. One more thing. Our new bipedal weapon needs a name.
Good point. We can't keep calling it our bipedal weapon.
I had a talk with Miller, and we came up with Metal Gear Zeke.
Metal Gear... Zeke?
Yep. As you know, Metal Gear was coined by Granin.
And Zeke?
It's a name the U.S. military gave to Japanese aircraft that flew during World War II. Zeke was the Japanese Navy's best fighter plane. So are you okay with that, Snake?
Sure. Fine by me.
Miller was saying that an army without borders will need a deterrent against other countries. He's right. With Metal Gear, MSF can achieve true independence.
Here's hoping.
Oh, look at that. Is that a picture of Zeke? We have the walk unit. This is really cool. So we're literally seeing the moment when Big Boss is starting to develop his own Metal Gear weapon. This is a huge missing link in the Metal Gear Solid franchise, in the Metal Gear franchise in general, because we've seen Big Boss with Metal Gear since Metal Gear 1. You know, 1987 Metal Gear 1. Bipedal tank is now ready for development from the Metal Gear menu. Oh, another volunteer. Cool. Combat ops for the dispatched unit have now ended. Units may now have been recalled from outer ops. Let's hope for the best. View team dispatch results. Autoplay. Oh, this is kind of cool. Wow. RK-47GL. Naked Leaf uniform. Cardboard box tank. Wow. Damn, our guys are powerful. What does this say? MSF. On the contrary, the natural state of man is that of war. Your war manifested not only by open hostilities, but also by the constant threat of hostility, is what it says. So it says, on the contrary, the natural state of man is that of war. War manifested not only by open hostilities, but also by the constant threat of hostility. And it says that under both of the profile pictures. It also says that under enemy there. Damn, that was really hard to see. Not only was it super small and blurry, but it was also like, it had that like weathering effect on it, so some of the words were like grayed out. Oh my god. Wow, so we have a lot of missions we can do. So E and D, okay, we can try this one then. And we could just send the existing team, that's cool. So if we have a tank thing, maybe we can send, let's try sending fewer guys. This is kind of scary, but I think it'll work. Alright, so they have a tank then too, so let's send one fewer on here. Let's send the equal amount. I'm getting a little bit cocky, but let's hope for the best. So now we don't have any vehicles to send. Let's see if we can... Let's try and send a unit full of pretty good guys. I assume that would be able to beat one vehicle. I hope this works. Would you like to view the Metal Gear Zeke development tutorial? In Metal Gear, you can develop Metal Gear Zeke, a bipedal tank. Once Metal Gear Zeke is complete, you can deploy this powerful new weapon in Outer Ops and other missions. Development of Metal Gear Zeke is dependent on parts collected from all the AI weapons you encounter. The parts you can obtain include armaments such as jetpacks and additional armor. These parts vary by AI. This concludes the tutorial. Alright. Customized parts. We have 1 out of 5 walk units. 2 out of 5 of these. 1 out of 5 leg. 1 out of 5 head. Optional parts. Jetpack. Cannot be selected until all main parts have been set. Railguns, additional armor, radomes, and jetpacks. Radomes and railguns we're certainly familiar with on Metal Gear Rex. That's for sure. Man, this game is cool. Alright, so this next mission is going to be where we're fighting another big old bunch of guys. It's like a boss battle here. But we'll get a vehicle if we can do it right. Armored Vehicle Battle BTR-60 PA.
Commencing mission. You're in for some heavy combat with this one. Try and make it back in one piece.
I'm curious to try leaving guys for dead, but not killing them. Because they said that you can leave them in like a near-death state. Alright, so we're gonna leave, what do we want here? Rock. This might be good. M60, no, so we want the Mark 22 and the M60. And a grenade, supply marker is good. What else? It would be nice to get a empty magazine. I would say instead of the C4, let's try putting in the solid mag. Oh, chaff grenade might be good. Let's try that instead of grenade. Oh, wait. And then for this, we want these three, I guess. We don't really need the analyzer, but we'll leave it in. We'll take out the mate and we'll put in... Oh, we have to equip the ID card. Wow. Alright. Walkman, camera, tank box. Wow. Combat ready love box. Player 1 serves as driver, player 2 as gunner. Press LT to go into first person view and RT to fire stun shells. Drop to set. Oh, and then this is like a lethal version. There's a lot of really cool co-op features in this game. I appreciate what they set up. Alright, we're gonna use the Walkman because I'm curious how that works. Now, let's do it. Here we go. Let's hope for the best. If we can get around that back side, we might be able to take these guys without them even seeing us. That's my objective here. Assuming they go in the same formation. Yeah, they're doing the same thing. Okay, so let's try and go around.
The enemy troops. Strike before they spot you.
Oh, they're traveling in a different pattern though, I think. Let's see if we can place the magazine. This is working okay. They can't hear their friends getting knocked out because the tank is so loud. Get him, get him, get him.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Well, that worked all right. Now I wonder if the tank has to know that we're there. Let's try placing some hobby mags while we're Uh-oh.
Enemies close by. Next. Go around. Next.
Uh-oh.
Move in.
Alright, so will the guy come out now? We don't want to destroy the thing. It also might be necessary for him to not know where we are. Oh, press start to access the controls. Oh yeah, look at that. 20 years history. Oh, that's so cool that it's like, it's a tape, so you can't choose what you want.
Tactic. You'll just have to attack the thing directly. Back up! Prepare for immediate deployment!
Crap. Oh crap. Saw it happening, I couldn't stop it.
Dum dum da da dum 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 dum.
What was that? That was Amanda? Wow, that was really cool. Alright, so we don't want to Fulton them. That was a good lesson for us, I
No
guess.
need to take out the armored vehicle just yet. Neutralize the troops first.
But we found out that
Before they spot
it's
you.
possible to get the troops all without them noticing, though. And then what we can do is, instead of standing right at the area where they all deploy from, because they don't deploy from the back in this vehicle, they deploy from the top, and they all fan out, so that you can't really get them all in one strike. So we'll just wait until they start going again. We'll do the same thing from the other direction. Here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Next.
Alright, you get the fuel tank. They won't be going anywhere for a while.
So I don't know how... I think the guy heard me knock out his friend. Let's try and do a little bit of the old hobby mag while they're incapacitated.
Damn it! Looks like they've got a backup fuel tank. Nice work. Their fuel tank's gone. That should stop them for a while.
Are they gonna look even if... No.
That tactic. You'll just have to attack the thing directly. We're counting on you, boss.
Let's see if we can use a chaff grenade.
Defensive position!
No, it doesn't seem to work on the tank. I guess it's all analog. There we go. So this other guy's dead then, I guess. Ah. I love this this cover of the Metal Gear soundtrack. So was that the thing that shocks is now he... Oh, he's... Damn. This is another set of guys. Uh-oh. Like, there might be a threshold of damage that we have to do before the guy will come out. We're going straight into combat here. Oh crap, I'm out of Fultons. Sorry guys. Oh wait, you know what? I could have used a supply marker. No! I killed them for no reason. It doesn't seem like this guy wants to come out. For whatever reason.
They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak.
Wait, is there only one backup guy now? Oops. Aha!
That's gotta be the leader. Can you take him down?
Get him, get him! Ah. Snake's just taking that damage.
Out cold.
Oh man.
Bring him in.
Alright, so we got him. Very, very, very sloppy. I wonder how we can do that without, you know, even getting spotted, or if it's possible. Because we did take all the guys, but he didn't seem to come out. Maybe if we just let the time run out or something, then he'll just come out of the hole. But then the question is it worth spending the time to waste? We'll have to see. Maybe we can put like mines down or something. That would actually be I don't think we have mines, but that would be a good idea. A lot of hostility here. Good stuff, ladies and gents. We got a new vehicle, and once it's repaired, we can put it out into the field like our other ones. Guys, very, very good stuff. That's gonna do it for Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker today. Thank you for joining the show. The channel is called The Voice of Nick. On here I stream 3 times a day, 7 days a week. We play story-based games, and they're what we call ultra-blind playthroughs, which means I don't talk over story or cutscene moments, but I do request no one utilize their pre-existing knowledge or opinions of the game or the franchise. If you want to see more of what's happening on here, type !games in the chat. You'll get a full list of all 7 concurrent gameplay series going, including Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. And if you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that follow button. Guys, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.